We've all had those games where it seems like you're putting in so much work and so much effort, like having the most damage blocked as a tank, or a crazy amount of kills as a DPS, keeping your team alive with great healing output, but then you still lose. Why does this happen? Are you the problem? Is it your team? Or maybe you're just in loser's queue? I'm here to tell you, you shouldn't focus on your stats too much after each game. If the result is a lost game, then your 40 kill game or your 60k heals in 20 minutes don't really mean anything. And you're gonna have to focus on your own performance in a different way. The way that separates low elo players from high elo ones. So what do I need to focus on if not my stats? Well, what is the thing that you need to win every single game? It's simple, the objective. You need to capture and take control of the objective. Whether it's convoy, convergence, domination, those are your main objectives. Although stats are great indicators to keep track of how good a game is going, the real importance here is how your actions affect the impact of the game. AKA, how does this make us take control of the point? And how does it prevent the opponents from taking control? Here's a few examples of how a top player would think.
The Amazing Spider-Man!
This is kind of the biggest waste of an ult. What's the point of ulting here? There's no point in ulting here. Even if you killed all 4 of them, it would have looked nothing but a cool kill cam. You know what? For a cool on the kill feed. Why? Their spawn is right fucking there. What's the point of ulting in their spawn? Like what? You put them back for 10 seconds? There's no point. Save your ult. And then you die for it too.
The stuff that I try to teach you guys is like understanding how to control that objective, understanding when to go in and when to back out is so incredibly crucial. And knowing to stay alive in order to control that objective is absolutely monumental. Like that will win you far more games than if you specifically are just trying to get a bunch of kills. You know, I know that a lot of people are going to think that like, oh, it's it's a game, it's a shooter, like you have to have good aim in order to win games. But the truth is that, what wins games isn't aim, it's winning the objective and controlling the objective.
All of this stuff is going to make you win way more games than just sitting there practicing hero-specific techs and so on and so forth. There's nothing wrong with that, so long as you're keeping the objective in mind. And your objective being keeping the opponents from touching the point for as long as you can, and ensuring your team gets to stay on the longest.
A shortcut through space! A shortcut through space! Every delay makes Loki stronger.
And that's the reason why characters like Spider-Man, for example, are good in some scenarios, because with the flick of a few buttons, he's already taking your entire team's attention away from the main objective. And by the time you try to kill him, his team is making sure they take the point. Even if the Spider-Man didn't get any kills, for example, if he does, then it's even worse, making your team have to reposition to somewhere safer.
First, you want to flank your enemies. Next, you want to punch, pull, taunt, annoy, emote, even just shoot your webs all over their face. Basically, just do anything to get someone on their team fuming. Once you have rage baited one or hopefully multiple of your opponents, they will usually fall out of line with their team and pay more attention to you, your useless ass. This is when you strike, drawing attention from your team as they push in and take advantage of the enemy's weakened defenses now, and boom, you.
I cannot stress this enough when I say who you kill, when you kill them, and where has so much of an importance when it comes to playing this game. Just like who, when, and where you're healing from. It obviously depends on the situation, but most people would just prioritize going for strategists. This will not always be the case. Sometimes you'll have to take down their front line before going for the kill. Or maybe your team's biggest threat is the DPS. Whatever it takes to turn the fight around in your favor, allowing you to capture or defend the point, is the best decision. If my tank is low and I'm on Magneto, I see my support getting pressured, I'll put a shield on my support instead of my tank, so that my support can keep both me and the other tank alive. It sounds like common sense, but in the heat of things, not everyone will make the best and quickest decisions. Right here, it would make sense to go for the cap since he's the lowest one, but then I would put my supports in danger since the magic is right there. So I go and help my supports, I do as much damage as I can, we take her down, and then we take out the invisible woman. Then the vanguards see that they're outnumbered, so they try to retreat. I use my Earthbound, and it helps my Iron Man get the kills. Now you know you should stop focusing on your stats and focus on your performance relative to the match. Whatever you need to do to mess up the enemy team, just do it and help your team as much as possible. So next time you queue up with a friend, try to run this by them. This shift in mentality is going to help a lot, especially when it comes to teamwork.